I would agree that no matter who you're supporting, I think it behooves everyone to check out the policies and backgrounds of all of our candidates, whether you're supporting them or not. Check them out, because we have a lot of good candidates. Next up, number 4 position. When we were putting this out there, we got a call from a good guy who said, "What about Andrew Yang?" So I don't know, what about Andrew Yang? And if you look at his background, he's got a heck of a background, Andrew Yang, and the CNN Town Hall did a very good job. So just because some candidates may not have the name recognition doesn't mean they're not good candidates. So I think we have one here. So introducing the head of South Jersey for Andrew Yang Gang, which I like that rhyme, is Atlantic County Senator Justin Pye. So Justin, come on up.
Hey, my name is Justin Pyatt. I'm a lifelong Atlantic City resident. I've been Atlantic County resident. I've been teaching in Atlantic City for the last 13 years, and I'm the head of the South Jersey Andrew Yang volunteer group. I'm here to introduce you to Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang went from 0%, complete unknown, to 2% in the last 2 months, and he's kind of just built this online following lately. It's kind of just people flocking to him and his message, so I'm here to spread what that is. Andrew Yang claims in his interviews that he's the opposite of Donald Trump, that he's an Asian guy who likes math. And he's already shaking up the 2020 presidential election because he's so policy-based. On his website, that's how I actually found out about him. I was trying to do what kind of you guys are doing today, just finding out about the different candidates, what they stand for, what their policies are. And Andrew Yang had 105 policies detailed on his website. So I was checking them out. You know, they're very, very specific. When I'm president, I'm going to do this. Here's what I can do, here's what I can't do. And they just were all in line with the things that were just core for me, important for me. Police brutality is a big one, and he's proposing every cop gets a camera and federal supporting local cops to curb police brutality. Ending mass incarceration. Legalizing marijuana, and just ending the drug war completely. He's the only candidate whose proposal for opium isn't just dump money at it. He's literally decriminalize opium if you're not dealing, and refer people who have personal use to health treatment instead of a jail cell, and just kind of just take that weight off of the prison system. He's running on those 105 policies. It's forcing the other candidates to really specify what they stand for in writing. And he's the only one for me who's talking about what got Donald Trump elected. So in 2016, all the swing states, 4 of the main swing states, automated away 4 million automotive manufacturing jobs, and those states all went to Trump. Sorry. So, you know, for all the automated jobs in those swing states, we're talking about, you know, robot arms, as far as the eye can see, making our trucks, making our cars instead of people. So what happened to those people who were displaced? They weren't retrained. Government retraining programs worked at about 0 to 15%. We were awful at it. So if the conservative estimates are right, in that we're going to automate away 30% of the net of jobs in the next 10 years or 15 years, what are these people doing? We're not retraining them. What's really happening is they're falling into opioid abuse or suicide, which is why our death rate, our mortality rate rather, has declined for the first time in years. I'm an Atlantic City resident. I just got a haircut at the Hamilton Mall, and the last time you've been there, it's awful. If you told me that the pizza place would outlast JCPenney and Sears and pay less 10 years ago, I would never believe you. That little corner spot, Cosmos, he's still doing it, but everything around him is gone. Even in the food court, it's gone. Amazon and Walmart are just crushing what they call Main Street. They're crushing the mall, they're crushing everything. No one can compete with Amazon and Walmart at all. And it's just getting worse, and no one's talking about it. And these companies are automating their jobs away. If you look at how Amazon functions, it's one person to a fleet of robots. And even those people, they just told recently, go quit here and get a job delivering for us. They told their own employees to quit. That was the last 2 weeks. So there's very few people actually talking about it, and even fewer would actually have a plan of what to do. So Andrew Yang, what does he do? He goes back to the founding of the country, Thomas Paine, and then later to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was fighting for universal basic income at the time that he was assassinated. Andrew Yang rebranded universal basic income as the freedom dividend, and his freedom dividend would be $1,000 a month to every adult above the age 18 American citizen, free and clear, tax-free. This $1,000 a month would not stack with welfare or current benefits, but it would stack on top of your Social Security. So a lot of people are flocking to the Asian dude who's promising $1,000 a month to everybody, because who doesn't like money? But really, what does a $15 minimum wage do when one person is working and overseeing the Walmart self-checkouts that are taking the place of 8 employees? Or the McDonald's in Atlantic City who just put it in at the walk, right? I don't care that person's making 13 instead of 15. That company just fired 7 people who now have no source of income. That $1,000 a month, right now the market, if you're a stay-at-home mom, which Andrew Yang has his wife stays at home and takes care of his 2 kids, one of whom is autistic, the market values her at 0. And there are a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people who are forced into a relationship or to stay in a relationship just for financial reasons. Or, that $1,000 a month will translate to you and your life in different ways. And I'm sure it goes a lot farther in the middle of the country than it does in New Jersey. But that's pretty much one of his 3 core platforms. Of his 103, universal basic income is the one that gets talked about the most. The first question is usually how is he going to pay for it? So Alaska already has what do you call it, the freedom dividend. They have a dividend in Alaska. Everyone in Alaska gets $1,000 a year, and that's a deep Republican state, and it's paid for with oil money. The government there said, a Republican governor said, do you want us to give it directly to you, the money, or do you want to give it to the government for programs? And everyone said, I want the money, I'll spend it. You're going to mismanage it, you're going to waste it. That's all the government does is waste it. So they passed it, and that's been wildly popular in Alaska. He wants to do that with technology money. Europe has a 20% value-added tax. Because our economy is so big, he wants a 10% value-added tax on luxury items like yachts and big things, things that hopefully wouldn't affect people like us to then rise the prices up. That would pay for a chunk of that freedom dividend for everybody. The other part of it would be paid for from just a reallocation of funds. So right now, our country doesn't give us money. Like, my life could be horrible, and they wouldn't care. They wouldn't spend any money on me. But when I was addicted to drugs, they would pay. Or if I resorted to crime, they would pay from prisons. So some of this money for the freedom dividend would come out of homelessness services or from the prisons. Just taking away, if you cut a small percent of the prison population across the board, that's money coming through for the freedom dividend. So yeah, and you'll see his followers, they wear the hats that say math, or the orange vapor, or pink vaporwave hats, because he did the math. A lot of his solutions, or his policies, I guess, are very, very, very specific as to what he can do and where the money's coming from. Which is why, like, immediately when he's like, I'm going to give you $1,000, his candidacy didn't fall apart when somebody's like, well, where's it coming from? He's like, okay, well, here it is. And now people are like, wait, I can get $1,000 a month, and they're starting to think of the massive amounts of good that would do in their communities. I just moved out of Atlantic City. I lived on Mississippi Avenue by White House Subs, and I couldn't walk to that McDonald's at the walk without passing 3 people panhandling for me right by the walk, right by White House Subs. What happens to those people when you give them $1,000 a month? I don't think they're still there. And that's why all of a sudden I was like, okay, I need to do something. I need to follow this candidate. And I just started the local groups for him. And I guess I'm just saying, don't sleep on Andrew Yang. He's still going to be, many of you guys are going to be introduced to him for the first time in the debates at the end of the month. He's going to be the Asian dude sitting next to Joe Biden. And you're just going, oh yeah, that guy. And listen to what he's saying, because he's got a lot of really good ideas. He's not for free college, but when he spells out why, you're like, I think I agree with that. Because that's where I was. I was a Bernie supporter in 2016. Very hard. I pushed for him hard, not like this, but just talking to my friends. I voted for him in the primary, and so all of a sudden he had a conflicting view, and I looked into it, and he's just making the most sense. He's not the only guy with policies. Elizabeth Warren has a lot. They're starting to come out, but he has the most. But to me, they make the most sense. So I'm hoping that by the time you guys are making that choice, you vote the person who clicks in with your values. For me, that's Andrew Yang. Don't sleep on him. Medicare for all. Are we good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for that. Yeah, that's it.